Okay, so what we need to do is unbox this. So here it is, brand new pre-order small rig cage for the Z-Cam. Looks like I should be taking off this screw right here, and it looks like I should be taking off these screws right here. Allen key, as I presumed with small rig. It says small rig on the top. Slide this guy in forward like so, and we gotta line up these screws here. So with doing this, you want to screw the top one and the bottom ones down at the same time. You don't want to screw one more than the other. Feeling pretty good so far. Seriously, it's not even tight yet and it feels like it's part of it. That's good news. First impression right there. It fits well. I just got to snug those up a bit. Just want to make sure everything's looking good. I'm noticing this little magnetic piece here. There's magnets here at the back, and this little part's, oh, see that? It is a screwdriver. This is a screwdriver to tighten up your screws, your 1/4-inch screws. This is the screwdriver for it. Small rig just keeps getting better and better. Yo, small rig. Something so small and simple, bro. You guys nailed it with this. Yo, I need one of these on my keychain, bro. Good job with that, man. I didn't have this with any of my latest parts. It's like a washer with a screw, with a flathead screwdriver on the end. Brilliant. So guys, this small rig cage feels good, well designed. I'm super impressed. Like, I have mounting options. I have this little tightening device here at the bottom. 2 screws, 1/4-inch screws at the bottom, very important, so it's nice and solid, no twisting from the base plate, my Ronin S plate. I can't have any twisting, man. 1/4-inch threads everywhere, 3/8 everywhere. I got a handle to pop on this bad boy. I don't know how much time you guys got here, bro, but this is an HDMI clamp right here. So they had it originally mounted at the side, and I'm just gonna take it and mount it here at the top. So that's small rig, that's part of the small rig cage. So just thinking about it, I just installed this little clamp here that comes with the small rig cage. I just installed it, and it's supposed to clamp down the USB Type-C port of the camera here, but really I'm not going to be recording, or I don't plan to record with the SSD. I plan to record with the CFast cards. Looking good, baby. Looking good. Just gotta train this HDMI cable to bend over this way a bit. So I'm just replacing the Tilta Nano batteries over here. These are some aftermarket batteries that I picked up. They've been working pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and power it on right now. All right, let's power on the Ronin S for the first time with the Z-Cam. Working good so far. This lens doesn't have hard stops. I don't plan to always use this lens. I also plan to use mostly, to be honest with you, the Olympus 12-40, which I'm again using right now on my GH5. Since I got the lens, it's been my go-to lens quite often, but for low light scenarios, let's try to calibrate this bad boy as best as possible. So I'm gonna say I need my monitor on. Let's power on my monitor. This needs to get charged. Let's get the monitor some power. This is beautiful. Let's turn on the Z-Cam. I need to turn on focus peaking in my monitor. How does this feel? We got clearance. Nice. This is looking good so far, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. As I visioned. Okay, so. Well guys, I guess that brings us to the final thoughts and review of the SMALLRIG cage for the Z-Cam. So from my experience now from using the SMALLRIG cage with the Z-Cam for the last few weeks now, I'm going to say that I'm actually very impressed with the cage, as you can tell throughout the video. Throughout the last 3 weeks, I went as far as mounting the Z-Cam with the cage on my Ronin S, and now as it stands currently up to date, it's sitting here on my tripod as a handheld rig. I have a SMALLRIG handle on the side, I have another SMALLRIG handle at the side, I got a SMALLRIG handle at the top, and I also have a monitor as well mounted on there with a V-mount battery. So again, I've been going through different styles of rigs and different ways of setting it up for my needs. Originally, I wanted to set it up here on my Ronin S, and I did, and as you can see, it does look like a small compact rig. But from my initial tests, only my initial test with the Z-Cam on my Ronin S, the footage was not as smooth as what I'm used to with my GH5 being on my Ronin S. So currently that's the decision that I've made. I put my GH5 with the cage, obviously, because I'm a cage guy, as I mentioned. It's on my Ronin S, and that's how I plan to keep that camera, right there mounted on my Ronin S. And as far as the Z-Cam, it looks like I'm leaning towards having it set up as a handheld rig for my tripod, shoulder rig, something that I can kind of just pick up and go, very nice and compact, long hours of shooting, and that's why I've rigged it up with a V-mount battery. I've noticed that when I'm using handheld, I prefer to just actually manually focus the lens itself myself. So what I've decided to do is use my Tilta Nano on my gimbal, because that's where I find that I need it most. As far as the SMALLRIG cage itself, guys, I am very impressed. There's lots of mounting options. It's very durable. The camera still feels nice and compact. I will mention that the HDMI clamp on the back of the rig does hold my HDMI cable nice and sturdy and strong, and it's a well designed overall. So as far as memory cards go, I have not purchased the CFast cards, but I am currently using the Samsung SSD right now, and I've been using it for the last few weeks now since I've owned the Z-Cam, and so far I have not experienced any issues yet. I did also purchase the SMALLRIG SSD clamp mount that mounts
easily right onto my Z-Cam cage from SMALLRIG, and that's what I'm currently using up to date, but I do plan to buy the CFast cards in the near future. Well guys, that looks like a wrap for today's video. Thanks very much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe right now if you guys haven't subscribed already. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know down in the comment section down below, and we'll see you guys on the next video.